Hi, welcome to Spanish 101 and welcome to our series of videos where we're going to be explaining the differences between saber and conocer. For this video we'll focus on saber. So here what I have is the conjugation for the verb ser. And remember that when learning a language, memorization becomes a fundamental part of it. So what I would suggest you to do is create flashcards or create an account on Quizlet or Memrise or Serego, so you can start working on those memorizations. So here we have all the conjugations. Yo sé, notice that there is an accent. Yo sé, tú sabes, él, ella, usted sabe, nosotros, nosotras sabemos, vosotros sabéis, ellos, ellas, ustedes saben. Perfect. So now let's talk about the verb saber and what are the main characteristics. So the first one is to know a fact. So whenever you know any type of information, any type of knowledge that you have acquired, it's always going to require the use of saber. Another characteristic is to have information about something. For example, to know a phone number, to know a home address, to know a website, etc. Any type of information that you might have. And the last one, to know how to do something. This has to do a lot with skills. And let's just go and give a few examples of them. So to know or ignore a fact. So as I was saying, it could be any type of information that you obtain from school, that you obtain from work, anything that you know. For example, yo sé dónde está Idaho. Yo sé dónde está Idaho. So we know for a fact, where, for example in this case, where Idaho is. So that's knowing a fact. Another fact could be, yo sé un poco Yo sé un poco de la historia de América. So I know a little bit about the history of the United States. So as you can see, we know facts, but we also can ignore things. So instead of being yo sé, we will make a negative yo no sé. So that's the first characteristic of saber. The next one, to have information about something. Like I commented before, knowing some type of information, like knowing someone's name, knowing someone's address. Yo sé el nombre del profesor. Yo sé el nombre del profesor. I know the professor's name. Yo sé el número el número telefónico, etc. etc. So yeah, so as you can see, it's any type of information you know. Your home address, your email, any type of information that you have. We're always going to use the verb saber. The next one is to know how to do something. When we express about if we are skillful in something, we can always use the verb ser. For example, we know Spanish grammar. So that's a skill. Yo sé. Well, that wouldn't work so well, but we could say we know how to speak Spanish. Yo sé hablar. Or yo sé yo sé cocinar comida cubana. So notice, if we know how to do something, we're always going to use the verb saber plus the infinitive verb. In this case, all these verbs are in their infinitive because we're just describing that we know how to do that. So whenever talking about if you know how to do something, how to speak a language, how to play an instrument, how to anything, basically anything, you can always use this format for that. Okay. So those are the three main uses, and in the next video we're going to do a few practice. We're going to do practice and you'll be able to conjugate and keep practice on these characteristics of the verb saber.